Video editing is the process of selecting, rearranging and manipulating clips to suit a specific style. The most common style of editing in movies nowadays is continuity editing, also known as invisible editing. This style has a continuous flow following the narrative and uses techniques such as the 180-degree rule, short reverse shots and matching eye levels. These ensure that the viewer feels as part of the narrative. This classic Hollywood style was used originally by D.W. Griffin and has been the most popular style since. Within films that use invisible editing, there are usually a selection of other techniques placed in order to entice the viewer. Montages are commonly used in films to show a long period of time progressing. By choosing a collection of clips, showing a progression of skill, knowledge or time, placing them in a fast-paced combination, usually accompanied by a non-diegetic sound, it is a great way to keep the continuity of narrative without showing every single detail. A low-budget option is in-camera editing. This is where the clips are filmed chronologically in the way that they will be shown. No post-production editing is required. Simply playing the clips in the order that they were filmed should show a simple narrative. Another popular technique in Hollywood films today is parallel editing, enlisting people in two separate locations or different points in time to have related actions. Later on in the film, these people usually interlink together. In contrast to continuous editing, there is experimental editing. This has also developed over the years. In the late 1950s, filmmakers such as Jean-Luc Godard and Francis Truffaut wanted to break the boundaries and discover new editing techniques. This is a particular style opposed to Hollywood editing due to the lack of continuity. The overt use of jump cuts allowed the film to look processed, and it was supposed to not show a continuous narrative. These films are usually low budget and are in black and white shots without tripods. In each style, the use of transitions can determine the mood and time of a scene. Most commonly used is a simple cut. It is a seamlessly simple way to connect clips and continue the narrative with the viewer barely noticing a change. Dissolves and fades can tell the audience about a passing of time, location or subject matter. The colour that a clip fades to can also give hints to the viewer. For example, a fade to black suggests a death in many Hollywood films. A less commonly used transition is a wipe. This can appear obvious and cheesy if used at the wrong moment. However, some films, such as the Disney ones, use animated images to wipe across the screen as a subtle transition. Pace is very important when editing films. The short length adds to the mood of the scene. Short cuts create an intense action feel, whereas longer cuts are used in calmer scenes. According to Walter Murch, there are 6 main criteria that are included in the process of cutting clips. These range from the most widely used emotion to the advancing of storyline and rhythm, but also the focus within the frame so that the eye level makes sense to the viewer and can match with the action of the scene.